Hey everybody, it's Matt here at the home for Wayward Records. Happy Friday. You've made it through the week and that's pretty cool. Just wanted to swing by today and talk a little bit about the Clash and some of the Clash items I've picked up over the years. I have all of their albums on vinyl. I've got multiple copies of quite a few of them. I got like 4 copies of London Calling and 3 copies of Combat Rock and multiple copies of a lot of them. So obviously I'm a huge Clash fan, as referenced by the shirt. Joe, Nick, Paul, Topper, and Terry, but he's not on the shirt. And we're not going to talk about Crap Era. I have that on vinyl too. I listen to it once a year on its birthday just because, but normally I just kind of skip that. So I've got some cool stuff I wanted to walk through and just kind of talk about, and yeah, just talk about one of my favorite bands and one that I know you guys probably like a lot. So we'll start off with the first record. So obviously I have a US first and the UK first that I just happened to pick up the UK first when I was in London recently, and that was pretty cool. So my UK first that I grabbed, and that's awesome. If you listen to it, obviously the UK and the US pressings are pretty different. It came out, actually the US one didn't come out until after Give 'Em Enough Rope, and swapped out quite a few songs and swapped in a few songs. It's almost like an early years hits record and is really good. This is UK first on that. I also have a really cool Drastic Plastic from the US, did a remastered edition a few years ago of the first record, and I got the master tapes, went back through. This is an awesome, beautiful sounding version of it. So if you ever see this on the Drastic Plastic reissue, it's well worth picking up. And it's the British track listing of the first record. And in my US first. And then I also have this, which is demos and some live stuff and some odds and ends, some extra tracks from the first one. I found this one a few years ago, and it's really good. It's like a good companion piece, and the quality's a little here nor there, but it's a cool document to have, and I'm glad I have one. Give Enough Rope, I just have one. London Calling, I've ended up, it's kind of cool, I've ended up with 2 early US pressings, and I think the cool thing about both these is both of them have the warning sticker on it, which I find hilarious because the warning sticker says, "This album includes lyric content which may be offensive to some members of the public." Okay. But the cool thing is the stickers are from different pressings. They're different sizes. So they're larger or smaller stickers on these, as you can see. So these are my 2 US London Callings. They're both in really good shape, and I was really glad to find those. But honestly, kind of the holy crap crazy one that I found a few years ago was and I'm pulling it out of it's in multiple bags, and I kind of keep it that way because of the one that it came in. But I have the 40th anniversary pressing that was pressed in Japan. That is, it is astounding. It is one of the best sounding records in my collection. It's just beautiful in every way. So it has a sticker that's in Japanese. It's clear vinyl. It's got an obi strip on it, which is really cool. But once you get in, and the obi strip is kind of attached to the first side. When you get into the record itself, the really cool parts kind of come out. So it has multiple things. So it's on clear vinyl. So both are on a clear vinyl, and they sound awesome. It comes in a plastic sleeve, then it also comes with the original sleeves inside. You have the lyric fold out in the center, and then it also comes with 2 other things. So it's got a whole booklet, which is in English and Japanese. Well, actually the write-up is all in Japanese. The lyrics are also in English, which is really cool. And then it has a press photo that is awesome that goes with it from London Calling. This is absolutely fantastic. I got this record for way less than it costs now. And if you ever find this thing and see it, and it is sub $150, I would grab it. It is one of the absolute finest sounding records I own, and that's saying something. So this is the 40th anniversary press from Japan on London Calling. I also have the 1993 here in the US. We got Super Black Market Clash, which not only collected the B-sides from Black Market Clash, but it filled it up. This is 3 10-inches, and it has a ton of extra stuff, singles, remixes, other items. So to go along with my black market Clash, this is the super black market Clash. This one has gone up quite a bit in price recently too. It's a little harder to get a hold of. Then we get to Combat Rock, and Combat Rock is kind of a love or hate. I love Combat Rock. It's a you know, kind of a different record, but I really enjoy it. But as a lot of you know, it kind of came in multiple versions to begin with, because they were recording it. You know, after doing a double for London Calling and a triple for Sandinista, Mick was all ready to do another double record. And the label and Joe and Paul kind of pushed back on it. But originally it existed, and it was called Patrol From Fort Bragg. And I lucked into this at Daddy Cool Records in St. Pete. Great store if you're ever in the St. Pete, Tampa area. So this is sort of a put together version of Rat Patrol From Fort Bragg. There are some different versions of some things on here that are pretty cool. It's awesome. It's awesome as kind of a document of what could have been, and some of the weird sounds on here. And some of this stuff still comes up and gets out, like the Rock the Casbah with Ranking Roger, which is out now on a 7-inch, is on here. So that's pretty cool. Some instrumental tracks, and just a few different versions and stuff that didn't leak out at the time. And then recently, just now, we've gotten Combat Rock plus the People's Hall special edition, which came out. It's a triple LP, and this is Combat Rock again, and then it has 3 sides that were recorded at the People's Hall, which was a squat in London, and they put the mobile studio there and recorded some early stuff kind of in between tours that would end up being Combat Rock. So there's some different versions of some things on here. Midnight to Steven, Sean Flynn, and then there's Know Your Rights. And then there's Radio Clash and Futura 2000, some stuff that's floated around on bootlegs and stuff over the years. But this just came out, and this is really, really worth it. I think this does a good job of kind of documenting some of the other things from Combat Rock, which is really, really cool, because it is a good record, and this one would be a great version to pick up. And I know there's some colored versions. There's a green, there's a green one in the UK. I think there's a red one here. I know Target has one. Yeah, and then I've got some bootlegs, and 2 to show you. I hunted this one down a while back. This is from March 1977, Harleston's Burning. So it's a little rough, but it's a cool live show from 77 that's really fun. And then I found this one, Ties on the Line. This is just kind of a demos, other extra things, bootleg, and there's some cool stuff in here. House of the Juju Queen. Some of the things that have ended up on Rat Patrol or on now the People's Hall is on this. This is an extra thing too. But then when I get through all the records, you know, there were still some other things that I didn't have. You know, I have digitally a few years ago when London Calling came out. There was a version that had the vanilla tapes on it, which was some recordings and some demos from the sessions, and that one's a really cool one. And I need to hunt down a physical copy of that. It's a CD thing. But CDs are fine, and I like CDs. Obviously, I'm a vinyl guy, but I have a bunch of CDs, including my friend I just picked up when I was in London a while back, and that is the Clash Sound System box. So this came out in 2013, and I kind of beat myself up for not picking it up because it was so awesome. I mean, the set looks like a big old school boom box. Paul designed it. It's all the way around. I mean, it has the buttons and stuff that should be on top. When you pop it open, I've already taken some stuff out. You have quite a few things in here, and I've kind of gone through because I'm going to show you some stuff inside. But in here we have all the albums, and they're in kind of a little redone sleeve, and it pops open, and there's either like this one. Some of them have like the lyric sheets inside. Some have another CD crammed in, so that one's in there, and then track listings and all the info. So they're all in here, obviously. And they're all numbered, so they say like Sound System 3. So London Calling comes on a double, and you have the booklet inside, tucked down in here. And then Sandinista comes on 3, like you would expect it to. Okay, and they're in here, and we still have the booklets and all the info for the discs and stuff. So all the albums are in there through Combat Rock. Now, Cut the Crap is not in here because You know, we're not really rolling with that being a full Clash record. But the cool thing, we have sound system extras, and in sound system extras, we have some of the stuff that's on Super Black Market Clash. We've got single versions of things. We've got some stuff from EP. We've got the Armageddon Time is in here. Rockers Galore on the UK tour. There's some cool stuff. But then we also end up with some demo things. So like track 2, we get things from the singles box set, but we also get some extra tracks that have ended up in various places over the years. Some things that might have snuck through the cracks. So like the Rock the Casbah, the 12-inch mix, and then The Beautiful People Are Ugly Too, some outtakes. But the really cool thing is the third disc here. I know it's really hard to see, and I'm holding up the third disc. But the third disc on this are extracts from their first ever recording session at Beaconsfield Film School in '76, produced by Julian Temple. We get their second recording session in January '77, and we get them live at the Lyceum in '79. So you get some cool extra stuff on the Sound System Extras disc, which is awesome. And then you also end up with a full DVD. It's done in a little film can. And the DVD has the Julian Temple archive, which is about 6 minutes, the White Riot promo film, Sussex University '77, Don Lett's Super 8 medley. We get the Clash on Broadway, and we get a bunch of promo videos. We get all the actual videos. So like Rock the Casbah's on here, Radio Clash, Should I Stay or Should I Go? So you get a cool DVD too. And that's all in the box. And there's a manual, and it's just basically looks at the thing, but it's all in different languages, which is pretty cool. And then you get all the extras. And the extras are really, really interesting because they all come and they're all tucked in their little flight cases. So like this one is the Clash Books Future is Unwritten, and it is literally just a little blank journal. There's nothing in here. It's for you because the future is unwritten. We get some stickers. We get a little another flight box here, and we get small access area stickers. We get a set list. Is that upside down? Nope, set list. Clash Take the Fifth, which is a pretty cool little sticker. So that's in one of the other ones. And then in this one, which is a little bigger, it's kind of a bigger case, and this all tucks in and keeps the CDs where they are. You get a pack of buttons, and the buttons are pretty cool. There's some cool stuff in there. These are definitely going to end up in my button collection, which are in jars back here behind you. And then a dog tag. Get a Clash dog tag in here. It just says The Clash on it, which is cool. And then in the middle, in the back, you have this, which is a big fold out like a journal, and it's got stuff written all over it. You got some stuff inside. Got some cool things in there. You get 3 issues of the Clash magazine, the Armageddon Times. So you get, and they're actually numbered also. So like this is 13. There you go, Armageddon Times. And all these are, and they're really nicely done. They're on really thick paper. They're the Clash magazines, and there's a bunch of extra cool stuff in here, and live shots, and little written things in here. Joe Strummer, little thing about each person. And then we get the second one, and I like this one because that's Paul there on the front. And then we get Elvis, kind of showing us the new records coming out. And again, you end up with some write-ups about the band and some cool pictures and some stuff about the record coming up. And in issue 3, the last one, and we get, I love this drawing. It's pretty awesome. A place I did not get to in Camden. Oh, there's more stickers in there too. And this one, same thing again. I love some of these shots. Okay. And some more stickers, and these are all awesome. These are all awesome stickers. One for their recording studio rehearsals, and obviously that's from Giving Them Enough Rope. So yeah, just a bunch of extra Clash stuff. A band, like I said, that I absolutely love, and I love Joe and stuff. You know, Big Audio Dynamite and the things Mick has done. So yeah, that's part of my Clash collection, and especially my new find, the Sound System box. This is on Discogs. This thing is pretty expensive, especially in the States to get it shipped. You know, generally most of them on there are 150 plus. I got this one at Reckless Records in Soho in London, and this one was 85 pounds, so that wasn't too bad. I know if you're there and you want one of these, I know that Sister Ray across the street has one. I think it's like 10 pounds more, but they have one of these too. And honestly, even if it's CDs stuff, this is worth picking up just for huge fans. And I'm so glad I finally have one after skipping it. And yeah, so that's it. That's the Clash, and hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you have a good weekend. Stay safe, and I will talk to you Monday. All right, take care.